Hi again, this is Kristen Joy, and welcome to this next video that is going to talk a little bit about the animal totem, nature kingdom kind of fun stuff, and something that I have learned to utilize in my daily life that it's helped me. And if this in some way, shape, or form helps you today, then great. So if it doesn't, then hey, hopefully you enjoyed it. So, but as always, I do hope this day finds you well, and we'll go from here. So, my life has been an interesting journey, and within it, something that has made it even more special has been working with the animal kingdom. More importantly, what's considered to be animal totems. And different cultures believe in this, especially more so the Native Americans, and their teachings on how we are all connected and what the animal kingdom can, do for us, teaching us that, there's more to life than what we see before us, which I'm so grateful that I discovered at least that when I was growing up, and along my journey here, because, life, God, I don't know about you, but life would be just so dull if there weren't the birds and the bees and all the creatures, big and small, that share this planet with us. They just make life that much more interesting and that much more magical. Um, I know it has for me. So when I pondered some years ago, isn't there more to life than this? Well, I got a resounding yes, there is. And one of the ways was to reconnect with nature and with all the creatures, and that each one kind of has a role to play and to teach us more about learning about either ourselves and some parts of us that have been missing that we need to learn about and bring forth into our lives. There's different statues before you, by the way, and statues and pictures, and one of them that actually wanted to talk today too was the dragon. Love dragons. They some people believe they existed, some don't. Tomato, tomato. But for me, I do. I believe they've existed in some way. Will we ever have proof? Who knows? Anyways, but for me, they are more of a spiritual guide, so to speak, and in different ways. And they have their different gifts and abilities as well, and reminding us again to look a little bit deeper within either yourself or an experience, see the bigger picture, be open and receptive to all that there is. And, it just makes life that much more interesting. Because I know life gets dull, life can be boring, and it just is like not as fulfilling as we would like. So the more that you can do yourself to just, again, being open and receptive to all the magic and all the wonderfulness that life has to offer, then you will find it. It will exist for you. It'll appear for you. It'll be there for you, especially on some days when, I just do not want to get out of bed or whatever. It's just, they're there to be kind of a constant reminder, nature is, that we are all connected, and that this life doesn't have to be unfulfilling or meaningful or just more interesting or more whatever, so, but also at the same time, keeping things simple. The animal kingdom sure as heck does not complicate its life. It is simple, takes care of itself, and if we ever leave it alone, would be just fine. Anyways, enough of that, and on to the next. But the dragons wanted to talk a little bit today too, kind of overseeing the video, as it were. So I'm just kind of going to talk about whatever it is that needs to be, and then we'll go from there. But next to the dragon is a necklace that I have. This is some lovely lady gave me. It's a lovely turtle. And turtles, actually, again, talking about with like animal totems in a way that teaching me a little bit about patience. So everybody, patience, 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 and that life is not a race. And it sometimes says, hey, slow down and enjoy this journey. Because it's all we get right now. So make the best of it. Live life to express, not impress. And next to the lovely turtle is a nice dolphin. It's a candle holder that I was given, and thank you very much. And the dolphins, for me, sometimes are symbolism of learning to play a little bit more and not take life too seriously either. So that sometimes you can get a lot done through play. So think about that for everyone that runs around like, mad people, especially at this time with the holidays. And but then, you kind of go, okay, wait a second. After running around like this, what was really most important? So keep it simple, people. And next to the dolphin is the lovely and mighty bear. And this is a mother bear and the baby bear. And I can be quite a mother bear. So it reminds me how to, sometimes teaching me how to be the best mom that I can be. And behind them is the magnificent gorilla. This is a picture of a silverback. And gorillas ever watchful and family. I mean, all these creatures very family oriented, and this male just kind of the watchful eye, but also like taking that time out and just chill, get a different perspective. He's hanging out on the tree, hanging out in nature and doing his thing, but it's all good. So sometimes, like I said, nature can also help us to get a completely different perspective on things, especially with so much that's going on in the world that, hey, maybe take a step back. Don't take it so seriously. And I mean, I'm not trying to make light of some people that have, there's a lot of stuff going on, but sometimes it just takes that little bit of, hey, breathe, it'll be okay, this too shall pass. And along next to the gorilla, which is a great reminder of that, is this little bookmark that I have, which has the lovely fairies, pictures of fairies on there, and butterflies, and reminding us all that we're kind of going through change and transformation, and it doesn't have to be grueling or terrifying or whatever. You can change through joy, and and like the one fairy that's at the top there, kind of, again, helping us to rise above any seeming problems that we may have. Sometimes we make our own problems, so we kind of have to, keep that in mind too. And that's, sometimes we can be the creator of our own mess. And with that being said, even though some people have a little difficulty with this totem because it is a creepy crawly, but spiders, they actually are an amazing being, and the webs that they weave are so intricate and so just beautiful that it's something that comes naturally for them. And but if you can look at it more like, okay, it's woven a beautiful web, and a metaphor for life. So what kind of a life would you like to weave or create? Do you want to keep creating a mess? Or would you like to create something as shimmery and the beautiful patterns of like a spider's web, or something else that would be a better metaphor in a sense. But, and dolphins and other creatures, sometimes you know, you can work, they call it animal medicine, and, you know, you can ask the energy of that creature to enter your life. And okay, I have this situation going on. Maybe it's something about career, maybe it's something about family, maybe it's something about whatever part of life you're having challenges with. And just kind of ask, okay, you know, maybe see if you can look up what that, you know, that totem, what creature would maybe, that energy that you could ask it to work with you on. Um, a, if you're needing some reference on this, you could also go to either Google it, or Ted Andrews has a book or books on the subject, and there are others that have, but he's the one that I've really started that a while ago, years ago, learning a little bit more about animal totems. So I kind of do refer back with, you know, for his materials. But so anyways, and also just pay attention. You know, you can just kind of put that, I say, put it to the universe and then let it go. And it could just be a thought of, okay, I need help. You know, whether you talk with and see about getting an animal, or the animal spirit to, you know, to help you, or maybe, you know, like I said, a creature, it could be anything. And you know, if you constantly see, like, either maybe a ladybug shows up, that could be an answer to your prayer. Ladybugs are kind of considered good luck. So um you know, or let's see what else, some other good examples too. Oh, okay, you're needing a little bit more insight or wisdom on something, and all of a sudden you keep seeing the images of owls. Well, they are wise, and but their eyes and their ears are something they're known for. So you can ask that energy and that magic of the owl to come into your life, and just be open to, maybe it'll help you with what you need to see and hear relating to your question or concern, to help you find the answer. So there's just a couple examples. Another one that I know, this kind of helps me sometimes, you know, when um, I'm needing a little bit more time to relax or whatever, or playfulness. I have, when I go on my walks around my neighborhood and whatnot, sometimes the dog, like a dog will run up to me, and you know, one of the neighbor's dogs, just to say hi and just to kind of, hey, play with me, you know. And it's kind of just a weird thing, but sometimes that could just be that little, you know, little bit of a break in my thinking and concerns or worrying or whatever, you know, and that maybe wasn't even important in the first place. So that, you know, getting that playfulness in and that playtime. And another example that I've really enjoyed is the having cats. You know, they're so magical and so mystical themselves, and you know, they've helped me on my spiritual journey, as it were, and kind of helping to see within the darkness sometimes to help find the light, to find the answers. And but can be very loving, very calming, and you know, just the right touch to help with maybe meditation, and if I'm having a hard time kind of coming to calm or center. And next thing you know, my one cat shows up and just kind of helps me to get more grounded, and to find whatever I need to help with more peace during my meditation. So again, just a few examples, and again, this is going to be different for everybody. You know, you could have maybe a different kind of bird. I've been very blessed with seeing hawks and eagles and other raptors, and the hawks, and they're all. I love the messages too from them. They're about being like a messenger, so to speak, a higher messenger. So, and that sometimes came up when I was expecting phone calls and I wasn't sure if the phone call was ever going to come. And the next thing you know, I see the bird and then the phone would ring, or within so much time it did. And that's just simple, that's just a simple example, but other things too. It's like if I'm sitting there looking for an answer, and I need a higher perspective on something, and a hawk flies overhead, somewhere in there in that day, I get an epiphany, and that sometimes helps to get me the answer I need or to take a step in a different direction. So, and sometimes it just says, you know, hey, look up. So instead of being all down and whatever, look up, be more positive as you can, and all that good stuff. That not everything is as bad as it seems, or you know, that this too shall pass. Um, anyways, trying to think what else I've had. Um, just different occurrences, and sorry, I'm doing my best with remembering. I've had so much go on, so, but this is just some basics right now today. And the dragon says hello again, and believe, you know, believe that things are possible. Believe in yourself, and not to give up. So that's another thing that, you know, it's again simplistic in nature, but that's okay. So, anyways, that's kind of it for today. So I will talk about again other creatures and examples and other fun stuff about the animal totems in other videos. So, but anyways, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I am so excited, and I'm so grateful I get to do this. So take care and have a wonderful day. Much love and many blessings always.